Venom, Ian. The Venom trailer came out. The full trailer number 2.
Oh, good.
With New York Eddie Brock. I love Tom Hardy, but that accent's a little bit much. I know you got to get through your normal accent to do that. But he sounds like he's like Jesse Ventura, reporter looking for government conspiracies. I'm Jesse Ventura. The government's lying to you. Ever seen that show? It's ridiculous.
No, I have not.
It was like Alex Jones exists back then. It was like the pre-Alex Jones extreme. The HARP system.
Oh.
Controlling the weather. Anyway, so that's who Eddie Brock is in this movie.
HARP. Yeah, HARP that's something.
But that's who Eddie Brock seems like he is. He's going after conspiratorial news, and he finds the symbiote experiment going on, and he gets Venom on himself, and he wants to eat pancreases and legs. It's the later popular version of Venom where they went off the beaten track and made him a monster and said, I want to eat your brain, Spider-Man. That's not how he started. Again, that's how it was in the McFarlane days originally. But they gave him the tongue and the sloppiness and threatening to chew off people's faces and legs. And okay, I mean, I'm not a Venom guy. Again, I'm not a Venom guy. Other people are Venom guys. I guess if you're a Venom person, this is your movie that you want to see, where he's fighting other symbiotes in dark San Francisco. I don't think the movie takes place in the day at all because that would require more expensive CG. Wink. That's why it's always at night. But he's fighting other symbiotes. I believe someone says it's Riot. By that point, I was off the Spider-Man books. Once they had anyone other than Carnage, I was out. I was out with the other symbiote spawns. I think 2 symbiotes is enough for me. But this is someone else, and there's going to be others, and there's probably going to be a Carnage fucking tease. I don't have interest, first of all, in a non-Spider-Man Venom again, but I really don't have an interest in symbiotes fighting each other. Because while visually it could be interesting, at some point you have to look at it and be like, okay, so you have them tearing each other apart and stretching each other. Styles make fights, Ian, especially in comic books. And I don't think it's interesting to have symbiotes fighting each other. That might seem shallow, but that's when first thing that popped out of me is like, if that's really going to be the confrontations in the movie, was how I'm taking out, looks like rent-a-cops and thugs. I don't know. That's not a fight I want to see. It's also the reason why I got tired of Iron Man 1 and 2, where Iron Man's fighting other guys in Iron Man type suits. And to me, I need some more variety in the action there. But whatever. That's my thoughts. I think visually it looks all right. The effects look okay.
That's why I mean, as much as I like Black Panther,
the last fight sucked.
The last fight of Black Panther was boring, and
the CG was terrible as well.
Awful. Yeah,
they didn't need to use CG for those last 2 Black Panther fights to the extent they did.
Yeah. So no, I agree. That's annoying to me.
Symbiote.
I really have no stake in Venom whatsoever. I don't really care for the character. Don't know much about the character.
He's a New Yorker.
The movie to me looks like it could be fun enough or interesting enough as anything other than a Venom movie. I mean, honestly.
It was a horror movie.
Yeah, it looks like a fairly interesting horror movie. It looks like it's got a fairly decent premise setup. I don't know. Maybe it's because I just finally saw Mad Max Fury Road and I liked it, and I thought Tom Hardy was actually pretty decent in it, and I thought maybe I wasn't going to like Tom Hardy, but no, he was pretty good.
Well, you like he's great in everything he does, Tom Hardy.
I've never really seen anything else.
He was Bane?
Oh, yeah. I still never saw Dark Knight Rises. Never finished it up.
A little bloated.
Heard it was a little bloated.
Frank says it's the best movie ever. Frank's insane. But it's good movie, but The Dark Knight's probably the better of the. I actually prefer the original. I like seeing how he got his start. But okay.
I really liked.
Tom Hardy's always good. He was in that MMA movie a few years. He's been in tons of stuff. Tom Hardy.
I looked him up and I was like, I haven't seen almost anything you've been in, but yeah, I really liked Fury Road. So I feel like I could certainly give him a fighting chance in this. He
was in Dunkirk. Well, he's in all the movies by the director who did that, and Christopher Nolan. He's in all the Christopher Nolan movies.
Gotcha.
Yeah, he was in the other Inception. Did you see Inception?
No.
Oh, that's an excellent movie.
Didn't see Inception.
Wow. Okay.
I don't see a lot of movies.
You don't have Movie Pass. He was in your favorite. He was in Sucker Punch as Rodders.
Oh,
you might have to see Sucker Punch.
Nope. So back to what I was saying. Yeah, I mean, it looks like it's got a little bit of humor in there, a little bit of darkish humor. I just
The Revenant. See that movie as well.
The Venom without Spider-Man, obviously, I understand why that's annoying. It's the Venom removed from any sort of superhero universe is what also seems odd. It's the Venom on its own without any sort of reference point at all. Just seems very bizarre to me. And that's
where do you go with him after this movie? He fights more fucking symbiotes every movie. Is that what this universe is going to be?
Right. At some point, you're hitting a brick wall in this movie. You can only do so much with a Venom that has no connection to anything else. I
still don't see how they're going to... I mean, Peter supposedly has a cameo in this. I don't know what the hell how they're going to do that. Because, Marvel's going to be like, oh, we'll let you, have him, look on a computer and seeing a trend on Twitter about something going on in San Francisco. We're not going to have him show up and talk to Eddie Brock or anything like that.
Really? They're going to let him have a cameo?
Supposedly, Tom Holland's in the movie.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
But we don't know what he's going to be doing in it. So it's going to be like, oh, hey, Aunt May, look what's on the news across the country in San Francisco.
Okay, bye.
Oh, yeah. Anyway. So, all right. I will, I will see this movie in the theater. I think I will see it in the theaters. I probably would see this in the theaters before I see Aquaman. I think so. Actually, that's a toss-up. We'll see. My man! There was a my man moment in the Aquaman trailer.
Oh, was there?
Kind of, where he screamed something. I forgot what he screamed.
I didn't
It wasn't as blatant.